Here on ARC Seattle, we've had countless conversations surrounding the shortages and recruitment challenges law enforcement agencies are facing. These challenges are leading to a greater focus on community policing. Steve is in the ARC Lounge this morning with Monica Alexander, the Executive Director of the Washington State Criminal Justice Training Commission. Steve?
Yeah, this is such an important conversation, and it's nice to have you back here at Como Plaza this morning to chat with us about this. First question I guess I would ask is, why do you think community policing is so important?
Well, I think policing is about the community, right?
Yeah.
And so how we interact and respond to the crisis in communities is everything. And so that's one of the things we're teaching at Criminal Justice Training Commission. It is about your community. And almost every recruit that comes says, I want to serve my community. And I want them to hear those words when they're having really tough days, because that's what matters, is how you serve your community.
Talk about some of the ways that the commission works to make that possible, to make sure that the folks that are coming through training are trained to serve their communities well.
So we're teaching crisis intervention training, which we know we have a lot of mental crisis out there on the street. When people call the police, it's not because everything's going right, it's because something went wrong. And so teaching them how to respond to those incidents that are way up here, and how to control yourself. So the first thing you have to do as a police officer when you respond to something is control you. If you're not calm, you can't calm anyone else down. And so that's part of it. But also teaching about different communities. We're not one size fits all. There's many different things in every community, and we have to teach the history of race and policing. We have to teach all of these things so that our police officers go out there and are ready to face those different situations.
My co-host and I, Tyra, have been talking this morning about some of the challenges that police agencies have faced in terms of recruitment and retention. There's some new numbers that have come out about SPD and how their numbers are starting to turn around. How does the commission sort of address those issues that are not impacting just SPD, but a number of different agencies across the state?
So we had to make space. About a year ago, or less than a year ago, we were about a year wait, between 8 and 12 months for people to get into the academy.
That's a long time.
That's a very long time, and it really hurts recruitment and it hurts agencies. It's very costly for them. So we opened up regional academies, and within a very short period of time, we were able to open up 2 regional academies. So we're down to 30 days or less to get into the academy now. So 30 days from hire or less to get into the academy. And the good news is we started a class yesterday, and we had 12 Seattle police officer recruits in that class.
Wow.
That's the most I've seen since I've been there. And that is amazing. And the next class coming up, we have 14 registered.
Wow.
And we only have 30 people in a class. So SPD is dominating things right now, and they need to. They have a shortage, and I am so excited to see things pick up for them.
How long do you think that that's going to take to have an impact, having that shortened amount of time, being able to go through some of those courses?
Well, the short time is them getting into the academy. The academy's not any shorter. And so I think it's going to have a huge impact, because when agencies can hire people and get them through the training and get them through their FTO training, field training, then they actually can get on the street and be a part of the community policing.
What does the future of police training look like, do you think? And how is it going to evolve over the next few years?
I think it continues to evolve, and I hope we continue to evolve. CJTC is 50 years old as in 2024, so we're going into our 51st birthday. And the curriculum really hadn't changed a lot in that time. And now we're looking at it from a holistic perspective, from community's perspective. We have a lot of feedback and opportunities to interact with people that aren't in law enforcement, because you can't serve people if you don't know what they need.
Yeah, and I have to imagine that feedback is part of that process too, not necessarily from or not just exclusive to law enforcement agencies, but the public too? Do they provide feedback? How does that happen?
So there's a lot of different community groups that have formed since George Floyd and since different incidents have happened around, not only around the nation, but also in Seattle, period, and in Washington State. And those community groups actually come and meet with us. They talk to us. They give us feedback on how we're doing. And I always want a grade card. I always want people to tell me, how am I doing? Am I doing okay? Are we training enough? Are we training things? We have blind spots. And we can't fix those blind spots if we're all looking through the same lens.
Absolutely. It's really important work that you guys do, and thank you for all the work that you do, and thank you for coming in to sort of talk about some of the efforts that you guys are doing to address some really big challenges that are out there across the community. It's really important.
Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. And I love the work.
Yes.
I really do. You should come visit us sometime.
I would love to do that. It's on the records. All right.
Thank you.
Steve, would love to see you get involved.
Yeah, right?
Sounds like community policing could certainly chart a new path.
That's
Thank
right.
you.